good day. Welcome to another edition of this assembly with your host, your servant of YAHUAH, Sayah, and I'm greeting you today on this good day so that we may get down to business and read the scriptures and learn a thing or two. So without further ado, I'd like to thank the Father for giving us this time together and allowing us to assemble here and learn what He has us to learn in this word, and in the name of His Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, Amen. We left off last time on episode 22 in Bere'Shiyth, chapter 12, verse 4. Today we'll pick it up in chapter 12, verse 5. And verse 5 reads, "And Avram took Sarai his woman, and Lai his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that had gotten in Haran, and they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came." What was the substance that they had gathered? Was it wealth? In that time being cattle, precious jewels, and gold, and crops. They also had gotten, somehow, people. Were these employees, servants, slaves, friends, or an otherwise accepted entourage? Who were these people, these living souls they had gotten? And I thought it was nice that they said that they had also gathered the souls that they had gotten in Haran. So I thought that was nice that instead of saying men or servants or whatever, followers, they put it in perspective, said it the way the Father said it when He said that man became a living soul. The writer said that they got souls. So who were these people, these living souls they had gotten? Canaan was the firstborn son of Noah's son Ham after the flood. Therefore, the Canaanite were the cousins by several generations removed. They were the descendants of Shem, Noah's oldest son. All right, verse 7. "And YAHUAH appeared unto Avram and said, Unto your seed will I give this land. And there built he an altar unto YAHUAH, who appeared unto him." Now, YAHUAH said that He would give His seed, He would give Avram's seed, those whom He would father and their generations, the land of their cousins born unto Ham. Interestingly enough, Noah cursed Canaan because of what his father Ham had done. Ham went into Noah's tent and had seen his father naked and drunk. Farther, perhaps he had also seen his woman, his mother, naked as well. That would explain his burning anger against Ham. Noah blessed YAHUAH and said that Ham's son would not only be servants to Shem, but also to Japheth. So although YAHUAH did not curse Ham's son, the curse Noah issued seems to have been honored and is being brought to fruition. Verse 8. "And he removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west and Ai on the east. And there he built an altar unto YAHUAH, and called upon the name of YAHUAH." So was there a reason Avram moved until there was a mountain between he and Bethel, house of Elohim? That's what Bethel means. Not only that, but he was probably above those cities as far as his elevation. Were they serving other Elohim there, and Avram wanted a barrier between he and those who worshipped Elohim other than YAHUAH? And since he was likely higher in elevation above them, his prayers and words to YAHUAH would be above the clamors of those idolaters. Verse 10. And there was a famine in the land, and Avram went down into Mitzrayim to sojourn there, for the famine was grievous in the land. Now, if you don't know or recall, Mitzrayim would be what we called Egypt. Now, Mitzrayim was another son of Ham. Noah did not curse him directly, but perhaps YAHUAH was not favorable upon the land of Ham. That may explain the famine in that land. Avram was the first of YAHUAH's chosen to sojourn in Mitzrayim. He would not be the last. Particularly, others will go there to escape something, famine, persecution, among a couple of the reasons. Avram went down to Mitzrayim because he had gone up a mountain. So, the only place he goes down. I mean, unless he learned to fly. So, he had went up a mountain, and now he went down to Mitzrayim. And he went down, he went toward the Negev, but he went down into Mitzrayim. All right, verse 13. Say, I pray you, you are my sister, that it may be well with me for your sake, and my soul shall live because of you. Now, Avram, I guess he hadn't read the scriptures that said not to fear, so not to worry about things. So he's fearful and worried. He's worried because he's fearful, and he's fearing because he's worrying. You know, it's just a vicious circle. And his fear is evolving, or should I say revolving, around his woman, Sarah, who was quite beautiful at that time. So he just knew that, you know, the men there, you know, ruling men, people in authority, was going to want her. So to protect himself, he wanted her to say that they're brother and sisters. He did seem too worried what they would do to and with her just as long as he lived. Should I say he didn't seem too worried? She may have been chosen to stay, or should I say she may have chosen to stay with who may have taken her. You know, it wasn't a guarantee, but, you know, it could have happened. How attached was he to her? It does not seem that he would cleave to her and leave his father's house for her. He correctly stated that his soul will live. YAHUAH said that man became a living soul. Nonetheless, now we living souls will eventually die. Verse 14. And it came to pass that when Avram was come into Mitzrayim, the Mitzrayim beheld the woman, that she was very fair. I just said that. Now it would appear that YAHUAH is acknowledging all with Avram by his name. He could have said Avram and his people or followers, etc., that they had arrived. Instead, he refers to everyone under his name. And although we know Sarah's name, YAHUAH does not refer to her by name. Instead, he refers to her as the woman, to indicate that she is one half of man, that she has a man. Verse 15. The princess also of Pharaoh saw her and commended her before Pharaoh, or should I say Pharaoh, and the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. 16. And he entreated Avram well for her sake, and he had sheep and oxen, and he asses, and men servants, and maid servants, and she asses, and camels. Now Pharaoh basically paid for her. Avram seemed to gladly accept. Nothing says that he was vexed at all by this predicament. I guess he was just happy to be alive. Even more interesting is that as her brother, he is given wealth for her. But as her man, she would have still been taken, he would likely have been killed, and no wealth would have exchanged hands on her behalf. What does that say as to how she or women were valued? I don't know. That's a good question, though. I would assume not much. I don't know. It's weird. Verse 17. And YAHUAH plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarai, Avram's woman. 18. And Pharaoh called Avram and said, What is this that you have done unto me? Why did you not tell me that she was your woman? I like how Pharaoh cut to the source and put blame directly on Avram. He did not blame YAHUAH or even Sarah. That poses a question as to how he came to that conclusion. While obviously his house was doing fine during the famine, and that something changed after he took Sarah into his home, the cause of the plague will still have been unknown and mysterious. Perhaps Sarah was asked or even took it upon herself to give a reason for the plagues. Perhaps she did not want to be in that situation and told that she was Avram's woman, and because of that, YAHUAH was punishing Pharaoh. She likely also mentioned, considering that she did mention this, that Avram had found favor with YAHUAH and that he commanded them to go and that they were under his protection. That would explain why Pharaoh was so careful with his anger. Had he not been aware of these facts as presented, he may have had Avram killed and or tortured, and then killed. But knowing that he was chosen by YAHUAH, he chose correctly to be not only gentle, but to allow him to keep the payments given for Sarah after she was taken away from him. Verse 19 and 20. Why said you she is my sister? So I might have taken her to me to be my woman. Now therefore, behold your woman, take her and go your way. 20. And Pharaoh commanded his men concerning him, and they sent him away, and ate his woman, and ate all that he had. Pharaoh gave orders for them to be allowed safe passage. I should note that this whole while that Sarah and Avram are regarded only as his woman and her man. There is no mention of marriage in this time period. No mention, at least among YAHUAH's chosen people. That poses an interesting question as to when marriage was instituted and by whom. Now, shortly, I'm going to do a short video, or probably a long video on that, because it does bear, or should I say, it does deserve some attention. And I'm going to give it my attention in full. Now, also, I like to point out that Pharaoh repeated Avram's words to him because, basically, Avram lied. And he lied because he didn't tell the full truth. And it put Pharaoh and his people in a precarious predicament to be punished by YAHUAH. So that being said, we're going to end this right here. And when next we meet, we will go over to chapter 13 and pick it up from there. This is your servant and YAHUAH saying thank you for joining us in this assembly. And be sure to dig deep, I tell you, deep into your pockets and give us all you have. I need all your likes, all your votes, all of your subscriptions, because we need to grow this assembly and we need to make more room for more people. This place isn't big enough, so we need more likes and more subscriptions. That's a little joke about the other place where people go on Sundays and they're always asked to give more money to create a bigger place so more people can join to give more money and make a bigger place, and so on and so forth. So, pardon me, it's early. My jokes are corny in the morning. Nonetheless, I'm going to end this. No more corny jokes for me this morning. I look forward to seeing you next time. Enjoy this good day.